Today we are looking at long and short stitch. You may have already tried satin stitch, which is a filling in stitch. It's quite easy in terms of the technique, but getting it really nice and smooth can actually be quite hard. And also for filling in bigger spaces, it's very difficult to make it look really nice and smooth. Long and short stitch is a really good alternative. I use it a lot. It does have a texture to it, so it does look different from satin stitch, but it's great for filling in spaces, large spaces. As with satin stitch, I've drawn a shape for an outline. We're going to come up from the bottom and just do one quite large stitch. Next to this stitch, we're going to do a smaller stitch, and we're going to repeat all the way along the first edge of the shape. If you do all your long stitches the same length and all your short stitches the same length, then you get something called Brit stitch. It's very uniform and gives a very particular effect. With long and short, you can go long, medium, short, even shorter, extra long, and vary all the lengths of the stitches. This gives a real natural look. Just like with the satin stitch, if you do a guidance line around your shape and then sew on the outside of that guidance line, you will get a very smooth edge. You can see here there's a gap between the stitches and the edge. You don't really want that, so you should sew over the guidance line, or once you've finished, remove the guidance line. It's very good for blending colours. Long and short stitch is also used in thread painting. For that, you use one thread of your 6 threads in your skein, and you use many colours all blended together. For this stitch here, I'm using 2, so it gives a slightly chunkier effect. For the next row of stitches, make sure you are coming up in between the previous stitches, or sometimes even splitting the previous stitches. If you just go as close as you can to the previous stitches, you'll find that there is gapping in the work. So you really need to intermingle all the stitches to give one smooth surface of stitching. I like this stitch because you can be a bit haphazard, or I usually call my version chaotic long and short stitch, but it is probably one of my favourite stitches. It is quite quick. You can see I'm filling up the shape quite quickly here. And there we have long and short stitch.